What's up guys, welcome back to the blog. My name is Adrian. Today on this blog I'm going to talk about the Xterra once again. So I know I haven't been making a lot of videos about the Xterra, and that's because it's been cold here in Colorado and it's kind of hard to work on the car when obviously it's cold. I don't have a proper garage to protect me from the wind, and yeah, that's basically why I haven't made so many videos about the Xterra. But today we have one, and today, as you can see in the caption or the title already, I'm painting the Xterra seats. I've ran across this problem in the past where I feel like the seats are kind of like dirty already, and you know, I was trying to look for seat covers and I looked everywhere and I couldn't find any that would fit nice and tight like the original seats. Now I know that the Jeep on the other hand has a lot of seat covers that fit really tight and that doesn't even seem like you have a seat cover, but for the Xterra and other manufacturers they only have one cover fits all, so that means that they're going to be kind of loose and they're going to be kind of yucky, and I don't want that look for the Xterra. So with that being said, I was looking for a solution to change the color on the seats, and I came across spray paint and I was able to purchase it and paint the seats on the Xterra.
Alright guys, before we even start the video, I wanted to show you guys the before and after pictures, or I should say video. As you can see, the old seats, how they were looking, they had some stains. They were just not looking fresh anymore. The bluish color just did not seem hot at all, and I really hated the interior of the Xterra. As you can see in this video right now, you can see the back seats, they just look, you know, worn out. They just look tired, kind of sad. So every time I got on the Xterra, it was something I didn't like. And here's the black on them. It just gives it more life. It just gives the interior a better look. It looks newer. And look at all the stains that I had before from coffee, water, and all that. And here we eliminate them. There is some white stuff on the seats, and that's just from a rag that I passed on the seats and it got a little stuck on there. But this is the front seat here, and look, here's the difference. It's a lot better, it's a lot cleaner, and what can I say, for the amount of money that I spent, it was really good.
Alright guys, if you guys are convinced they're going to do this job, here's how you take off the seats. We have one bolt right here, okay, that's one of the bolts right there, and then we have another one in the inside right here. Alright, and then if we scoot our seat forward, see if I can do this one-handed. Okay, we're gonna have another bolt right here, and then in the back we're gonna have your fourth bolt, which is gonna be this one right here. Okay, and that's all that these seats have to take off, and you can take off the full seat. But then also on the bottom there's gonna be a sensor, and as you can see, it's this little white thing right there. Okay, so that's gonna be the sensor for, I believe, for the seat belts. So make sure to disconnect it before you jank it out. Jank your seat out, and then you mess up the sensor because you didn't disconnect it. Okay, for the back, folks, it's really simple. Right here, this seat right here has the like some little snatches right here that you pull on. Okay, and then once you pull on them, they unclip, and you can take this part of the seat out. All right, so I actually painted these separately. All right, so as you can see, I just pulled it out, and once you pull it out, you can paint it. All right, and for the back, it's really simple too, and I'm going to show you how. Don't make the mistake I did. So at first, when I was going to take these off, I thought I had to take off these bolts that I see right here. All right, and then it has some similar ones on this side. If you can see them, you see this bracket right here, it bolts onto the chassis of the car. So don't take those off. The bolts for this are actually hidden right here in the back of the seat. Look at this. There's two right here, and then right here, if we lift this up right here, there's going to be another two. There they are, right there. Those two. As soon as you release these two and these two, this comes off. So I was going to have a hard time because I was going to try and reach down here, and damn, this is dirty. I need to clean it. I was trying to reach down here and then reach back here, and I couldn't reach some of these bolts down here, and I was having a hard time until I kind of lifted this up and I saw that that's where the bolts are at. So guys, if you're going to take this off, which I really recommend to paint it, the bolts are right here and right here, and you already know how to take this one off. And that's pretty much how you take off all your seats. Okay guys, so after you've taken off your seats, make sure what you do next is clean your seats really good. So obviously if you're going to throw some paint on them, make sure there's no dust under that paint, and then you can see the dust or the little rocks, you know, coming out with your job. So what I first did was went through with the vacuum, But then now I have a wet rag here, and I'm gonna go through it one more time, just make sure it's really clean so that we can add the paint. The paint that we're gonna be using for this job is called Duplicolor Vinyl and Fabric Specialty Coating. That's what it's called. A lot of people have used this in the past, and I actually got it off of other YouTube videos, and that's when I saw that it worked. So let's prepare our seat to paint it. The seat does have some plastics on the side. I'm gonna leave them on there just because this paint is also for dashboards and stuff like that. So the plastic is gonna be black as well as the seat. In your case, it might be different, so make sure you're aware of that. If it's different, then you might want to take off the plastics. And then if you want something else, a different color, for example, the seat belt, it has the red on it. So if you want to cover that up too, go ahead and cover that up. I don't care, so I'm just gonna paint over it. Another thing that I did notice that other people made as a mistake was that sometimes if your seat is made out of a different material than this one's kind of like just a pattern material kind of thing. So if yours has like a smooth type of material that you can actually kind of change the color if you comb it one way and you comb it the other way, make sure the whole seat is combed the same way, because if you have a line in the middle combed one way and the rest going another way, and you can see the difference in color before you start painting them, you're gonna see the difference in color after you paint it. You're gonna have like this bright spot here combed differently. So make sure that if your seat changes colors or tones as you pass your hand, make sure to comb all your seat down and then paint it. Other than that, the seat is pretty much ready to paint. So let's get with our first coat and see how it turns out. Alright guys, so I just got done with the first coating, and here's how it looks. It looks kind of blue still, but you know, we're starting to see that black in there. Well folks, after 3 coats of black paint, that's how it's looking right there.